Welcome to Vision for Change Radio with John Stephenson. When faith meets information, everything is possible. It takes just one moment to put your life on the road to success and personal fulfillment. You can obtain God's best when you can see your future in your present. Listen in as we share information that will inspire your spirit and empower your soul.
Praise the Lord, family. Welcome to Vision for Change. I am your host, John Stephenson, and we're back. Thank you for allowing us to serve you and love you as you always do each and every week. Well, we're here, and we're doing a part two with my man, Mr. Bryant Manning. What's going on, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Thank you all to our social media, everybody that's joined us through social media. Bryant is a life coach, a fitness coach. He is the Beachbody finalist. And we're going to talk about loving yourself and loving your family. And we're going to talk about loving yourself by how you take care of yourself. It is so important how you take care of your body. My scripture reference today is Matthew 22:37-39. It says, Jesus said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy mind. This is the first and the great commandment. And the second is like unto it. The second is just like loving God. You love your neighbor as you love yourself. And you can't properly love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. How do you love yourself? It's based on how you take care of yourself. So what that says to me is if I'm not doing the right things to take care of myself, then it's going to be very difficult for me to find a way to love you the right way. So we're going to talk about loving yourself by how you love your body and take care of your body. Now, Bryant, we said this before last week that it's just how you take, folks don't like to talk about food, but but we need to talk about some things. So we're gonna get more direct and more in your face to help you and inspire you to do some things differently. But in the meantime, in between time, we're gonna go to our mix of the day. This segment is sponsored by Djay Soul. You can find him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Djay Soul 73. You can go by his email. Email him. You want him for your events, djsoul73@gmail.com. This is the Djay Soul mix of the day. Because we just review who you are, how you got to those things that your son was important to come back. And we'll just reach you. Let's talk about your dad. And then we'll deal with things about weight loss, and I'll just come to you with some of these questions. DJ Soul is you ready to do it, right? Be good. Share this out. Tell your friends. Share the video out. Okay? That's my man, Djay Soul. Listen, you can find him at Djay Soul again, Djay Soul 73. He works at our sister station, Praise 104.1 on your FM dial. Djay Soul, he is in there doing his mixing even right now. That's my man, Djay Soul 73. Go look him up for your parties, whatever you got. Bar mitzvahs, we don't care. Get Djay Soul in your event, amen. All right, well, my man is, Bryant Manning is here. We're going to do part two. We just want to inspire you. And we're not here, bro, to tell people what to do.
Nope.
But we want to give you some information, some tools that will help you with your life.
That's right.
And help you feel better for others. So, Bryant, just a quick review. Let folks know who is Bryant and how did Bryant get to where he is.
Well, I'm just like everybody else. I like my food.
Uh-huh.
Love my food. I love my food too much. And I made some changes. Single father. Just like a lot of folks out there, making that long commute for the work week and all that other thing, and doing the daily grind and get behind the 8 ball, not doing things the right way, gained a whole lot of weight.
Okay, Brian. Now, how much weight did you actually, when you first started your journey?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we covered that last week. Did you actually lose?
I actually lost 75 pounds. Okay, and that's in totality. I lost like 45 pounds within 8 weeks.
Gee.
But wasn't the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I could have done it in a better way that was a lot healthier.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I'm doing this and I'm sharing this information is I think a lot of people get caught up in losing a lot of weight and not necessarily doing it in the healthiest way.
Right.
You know, you'll have a whole bunch of, professionals, doctors that tell you, don't lose weight too fast. Just change your lifestyle and let the weight fall off.
Mm-hmm.
And we're too busy. That doesn't fit into my schedule. I want it tomorrow.
You're busy.
Busy.
That's a key word for
Yes.
it. I know for me, being too busy to plan and
Right.
all those other things. We'll get into some of that
Sure.
about how we need to do what we need to do.
Right.
All right. What's the myth about weight loss and changing life? We discussed some of this before, but there's myths that's out there, like the working out versus the eating right
Sure.
and the balance between the two.
Yes. Working out is important.
Mm-hmm.
Being active is important.
Mm-hmm.
Not for losing weight.
Okay.
That's the myth.
Okay.
We got to kill that story right away.
Okay.
Working out is helpful because we lose bone density and we lose our muscle as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
So when we work out, we're putting that back up. We're strengthening our muscles. We're strengthening our bones. But the nutrition dictates everything, whether we gain or whether we lose.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we put in our mouth is about fueling our body to do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, but I've heard several things about you gotta eat several times a day to get your metabolism up
Sure.
to lose weight. But then I heard another doctor say, well, are you moving and burning it?
right.
And is it storing somewhere?
Sure.
And I thought about that because I just took the advice from somebody said, no, I need to speed up my metabolism. So I need to eat more.
Sure.
And then if I'm working out, it'll help. But, it's also what you eat, correct?
Absolutely. It's not all calories are equal.
Oh, yeah, I learned that too. Yeah.
So I'm not a big proponent of counting calories because, we can look at 300, calories of broccoli or 300 calories of cake, and they will treat your body differently. Okay, one will give your body the nutrients you need to push forward and get through your workout or get through your day. The other one's going to store fat.
Right. And then we gotta be mindful of that.
Absolutely.
Which one? I don't want to store fat.
Absolutely.
Okay, now working towards this life change, Bryant, because I know you saw your health declining.
Sure.
And you, being a single dad,
Yes.
you wanted to be around for your son.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What motivated you to even start with this fitness? Because you saw, I need to love my son.
Sure.
But I need to love myself first to be able to love my son.
Yeah, and I understand the sacrifice. My mom was a single mom for a while for the 5 of us, and always doing for other people and shortchanging yourself. You don't take care of yourself, you can't be there for anybody else.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about, are you getting enough sleep? Are you managing stress? Because that's huge. Are you sharing your time? Not just, putting in time, but quality time with your loved ones. That's huge. Are you being grateful every day for everything that you have and looking at the positive and a little less time on the negatives that's draining you? Those type of things. All those things help us make decisions on food. If you're not sleeping well, a lot of times it's affecting how you make choices for how you eat.
And we were talking off air about how when you made these changes,
Sure.
that even with your son,
Yes.
automatically certain things started changing with his eating because he was forced. Well, one, I'm only buying certain things.
Thank you. and it's hard. It's really, really, really hard to, as a parent, to make nutritional changes for your your health improvement, because this child is not going like this. They like this burger, they like that hot dog, they like all these other things that we do in abundance that gets us in trouble. But what happens is we don't want to necessarily make that change, and then they're still going to go out the house and eat something that's probably not so good for you. But you want to minimize the damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you want to model it, like we said, like parents.
Model it every day.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I can't just say one thing and then go and I tell him this and he sees me eating this.
Do as I
sometimes,
do, not as I. Oh.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That old saying?
That's what I say. Yeah. So I know for years, and I was talking to Mel about this, about my mom smoked.
Okay.
For years, and she started smoking at 13.
Okay.
And she's gone, and she passed away in 2010.
Sure.
But as I was teaching some of the folks and some of the young adults at our church,
Yeah.
She didn't see at 13 when she first lit up the cigarette to be in this group with friends that eventually we were going to be standing in a hospice because cancer had eaten away at her body, and now I'm taking off work, my wife is taking off work, my sister's taking off work, we're all rushing to take her places, or there's emergencies happening, we gotta get her to the hospital because of an illness that came as a result of her lifestyle that she, it affected all of us, man. And eating is the same way. We don't see it that way because we're enjoying it, and I'm not saying don't enjoy what you eat, but we got to be mindful because we're getting older, and we got to think about that.
Right.
Is it going to cause some kind of disease down the line, man? Like the carbonated sodas or the 99-cent stuff, right, Brian? We
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper,
Sure.
And so I'm a businessman.
Right.
If it's 99 cents to make,
Right.
they're getting at least 60 cents profit. That means it's 40 cents to make the thing to eat.
Absolutely.
So what's in a 40-cent burger that's healthy?
Sure. But it all comes down to convenience.
Right.
We're sold convenience. And that obviously it's natural for us that it's easier to do, let's do it. If it's cheaper to do, let's do it.
Yeah.
But I came from a lifetime, I'm showing my age, this is not a die job. Okay. Let's be real. My mom cooked all the time.
Yeah.
When we had some fast food, it was once in a blue moon.
Yeah, man, I remember that. Yeah.
Once in the blue moon.
Yeah, we didn't eat food.
But there was a lot of knowledge going into that, and she didn't even know it. You see what I mean?
Right.
I cook more now than I have ever in my life. Okay? So eating I love this food or whatever, that should be a treat.
Right.
A treat is not every day. Right? We're not supposed to celebrate birthdays every day.
Have cake every night.
Cake every day with my coffee.
Yeah. So you say convenience is really kind of destroying us.
Absolutely.
Because we don't even pay attention to it.
Most of us don't know how to cook anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Microwave does everything for us.
Right.
Do you know what a microwave in a box is? Processed food. Because it's already done for you.
Yeah.
Go to these farmer markets. Real food, it doesn't have ingredients. It is an ingredient.
Right.
You don't have to, there's no label.
Right.
Try to eat more foods, whole foods that don't have a label, and treat yourself once in a blue moon with something that has a label, your life will change.
And as your life is changing and you begin, because I've heard this, Brian, you tell me how true this is. Anything you do for 30 days or more becomes part of your lifestyle.
It's habit. You build habits. You build habits whether they're good for you or not so good for you. But what it comes down to is we don't have the luxury that my mom had. Okay? We talked about this before. Fast food restaurants weren't open past 9, 10 o'clock when I was coming up.
Right, yeah. I remember.
We didn't have, think about this. When you motor from here, you're going to fill up your gas. Do you remember the last place you could go to fill up gas that didn't have a convenience store attached to it?
Yeah.
What's in the convenience stores?
Yeah, there's nothing healthy.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we're not sitting at the table anymore. We're eating cars.
Right. You have to be a registered dietitian to be healthy in this day and age.
Right.
Unfortunately. Okay, so that's the reality we live in. We got to make changes. We got to be cognizant of the changes we make.
Okay, how do we keep our focus? How do we keep our focus on eating right and those things, especially with all of the distractions? We got these commercials, we got everything else feeding your mind, saying, go get this is cheap, and they make it look so good. How do you keep your focus on how do I eat right?
You got to get in a grocery store, shop. Stop looking at the labels.
Mm-hmm.
Find the stuff that doesn't have labels.
Mm-hmm.
Fill your kitchen with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Take the other stuff that's in the cupboards that doesn't have a shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
Usually processed foods. If they don't go bad, you shouldn't be eating it.
Right. My mama used to say that a long time ago. Yeah, anything that's good for you is
There are
spoiled.
things that don't die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your vegetables, put them on the counter and come back in a week and see what happened to them. Right?
We know what's going to happen to it.
Absolutely. So we need these foods are vibrant and they're everything to us because the nutrients are alive.
Mm-hmm.
When you have food in a box and it can sit on the shelf, all that nutrients were taken out. You ever hear fortified? That's putting the nutrients back in synthetically. Did you ever think about that?
Never thought about it.
Yeah.
Bryant, and we're talking to Bryant Manning. He's a life coach, fitness coach here on Vision for Change, and he is helping us to think differently. Because once you have the man think it, so is it. We know that's what the scripture tells us. But he's helping us to think differently about how we eat and what we do and what we do. We're responsible for our life, and especially since I got folks who are listening and we're church people pray and think, well, Lord, help me lose weight. But you're responsible for you. You're responsible for your lifestyle. You're responsible for the change that's going to happen in your life. So now, one of the things that we're leading is about loving yourself because you want to love your family is how to do things right, about not having to eat the wrong things in your body to cause disease. Processed foods, if it has a shelf life, Brian, we were just going over that, it's probably not a good thing. Like, I won't say the name on air, but there's certain noodles that people will get. And that stuff, it stays on the shelf forever, but not it's going to your body. I remember the big thing back in the day is somebody wanted to do something bad to somebody, put sugar in the gas tank. And so that will clog up the engine. Absolutely. That's the same thing in our body. We take these colas and we'll drink them. I could take a certain cola, pour it on a battery acid, it'll eat away at the battery acid.
Absolutely.
What is it doing to my body?
Absolutely.
What is it doing to my body that's not benefiting me?
Sure.
Now, what we talked about last week was what we put in. What stores as energy, what stores as fat.
Right.
Now, we know the good stuff. You just mentioned that.
Sure.
What are some things that we love to eat, Brian? Just go over them real quick. Give me a quick list of things that store as sugar that will turn into fat.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Sugar and sugar. Let me tell you something. There's two white granular things. We were told to stay away from one. The other one we weren't told to stay away from. One of them we need for life. The other one we don't ever have to have in our life, but we consume it all the time.
And what's that?
Salt. You gotta have a certain amount of sodium in your bloodstream, or you will perish. You need salt. Okay? You do not need sugar.
Okay.
Sugar does not have a nutritional value. That's why they call it an empty calorie. Zero. Actually, it's worse than that. If it was negligible, that's one thing. But it actually deteriorates your body. Forget the fat. It does all the other stuff. It adds to health, heart disease, diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's,
dementia.
cancer. Doesn't cause cancer that we know of, but cancer cells need sugar to live.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
Okay.
And doctors tell people who are going through cancer treatment, stay away from sugar.
Absolutely.
Because it feeds it.
So if we have diabetes because we had too much sugar, and our doctor tells us to, hey, you need to use this insulin so you can control your blood sugar, why isn't that doctor telling us to stay off the sugar? That's what put us in there in the first place.
Now, Brian, there's things that turn into sugar because we were talking about the bad carbs.
Sure.
Rice?
Corn.
You mentioned carrots one time. We were trying to stay away from that.
It's high. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's starchy.
Didn't know that, man. Didn't know that.
Your starches go directly to your bloodstream as sugar. And some of them aren't going to hit you like sugar. They extend. That's where we're talking about glycemic load and all that craziness. You need to curb down off of these things. Eat your leafy green vegetables. They are carbohydrates, but they have high fiber. Good for you, right? Your animal proteins, they don't raise your blood sugar.
Okay, Brian, let's talk about this. Fasting.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good one. Now, I know in our past conversations we talked about
Sure.
breakfast. For those who don't know, breakfast really came from break fast because
Right.
you're supposed to, basically your sleep is supposed to be fasting.
Sure.
And we're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep a night. For some, like myself, who averages 4, is not a good thing. But to get proper sleep and proper fasting, how you say you have a break for between how many hours a day? Do you not eat something?
I'm not even going to talk too much about me because I'm the extreme.
Right.
But all of us fast.
Mhm.
All of us.
All fast.
All of us. So what happens is when you stop eating at night
Mhm.
and you go wake up in the morning and your cortisol levels go up and wakes you up and everything, and you eat your first morsel of food right there, your body's in a fasted state. So you are fasting.
Okay.
Okay? But hopefully if you're sleeping you're in an unconscious state, you're not really feeling the fact that your body's eating up and burning up all that sugar overnight.
Like as you said last week,
Sure.
we are burning more calories over sleep, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's vital for you to get that good sleep. I'm not telling you that you need to have 8 hours.
Mhm.
I'm telling you have great quality, because you can have 8 hours of sleep, poor quality. I can have 6 hours of sleep, great quality, and I am doing better than you are.
Now, good quality is what? No TV.
No TV, no lights, no digital lights and everything, because when we see these lights, these artificial lights, or we see the sun, it's telling our bodies we need to wake up.
Mm.
We're supposed to be in our wake state.
Mhm.
But, now we have lights and all stuff. We're not burning candles like in the old days and stuff like that. Our body was regulated to, it's time, it got dark, we didn't have candles, we went to sleep.
Right.
Because our body's geared to that. Our eyes let us know when that hits the back of our retina, it's time to be up and be active.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
So our modern conveniences are kind of throwing our, our circadian rhythm off. We need to adhere to this cycle.
Mhm.
You don't have a woman go into a 9-month pregnancy and try to speed up the process let's just do it in 3 months.
Right. And we don't have to do that.
We have cycles.
Right.
We have cycles for everything. Adhere to your cycle.
Mhm.
Get that full sleep in.
Mhm.
Because when you wake up and you're rejuvenated, now you are always going to deal with problems. Yes? Life is full of problems.
Right.
When you have a good night's sleep, decision making is much easier.
I know
You
that.
can handle that issue in the day.
I feel a lot better when I'm
Make
rested.
better selections,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe I won't have that donut. Maybe I'll have them eggs and bacon,
Mhm. Right.
right? Or maybe I'll have the steak and eggs for breakfast instead of having that chocolate cake that was sitting there from the night before.
Or cinnamon rolls. Help me.
Cinnamon
Help me,
roll.
Jesus.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's just like Lay's. You can't have just one.
Right. Okay, I ain't gonna talk about this in the room. See, your mind is strong. Okay, Brian, let's get into well, we got a little bit of time left.
Sure.
What do you do to help people? Because I want the audience to know how they can get in touch with you. What do you do to practically help people and coach people?
My job as a coach is, I'm starting to redefine it. Doctors, when you go to a doctor's office and it's your general practitioner,
Mhm.
okay? You get about 5-10 minutes with that person
Mhm.
for them to diagnose you and to get you out the door.
Mhm.
There is that time to really, go back and forth with your doctor. Them days are gone. They have a time limit. They see you, you're out.
Yeah.
My job as a coach is to do the things they can't do. I'm there every day.
Okay.
Okay? I'm the voice of reason when you can't find reason.
Mhm.
That's my job. I'm supposed to be on when you can't be on.
Gotcha.
That's the difference between a coach. I'm assisting those guys.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's all about doing this every day.
Okay.
Creating habits, just like we talked about, right?
And so even when we talked about the food thing, but you like what you said.
Yeah.
Are you grateful today?
Yes.
What else are you doing today for somebody else? So
Yes.
you get into all of that to help people.
You gotta do it all.
Mhm.
If you focus on food and exercise, you're missing the boat.
Wow.
You're missing the boat. Because there'll be one day you can't exercise.
Mhm.
You gain weight.
Mhm.
Now you're down on your diet. It cascades.
Mhm.
Now you're upset. Now I'm going to eat some cake.
Yeah. Yes, it's an easy spiral, downward spiral.
Thank you. Right?
Okay, Bryant, how can we get in touch with you? If people wanted to get in touch with you, get more information about Bryant Manning,
Sure.
how can they contact you?
Search out Fit Evolution on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. I'm always talking on there. Got pictures, got all, I'm talking all the time and, helping folks. Bryant Manning at gmail.com. Real easy to find. And you can call me, 717-713-4322.
One more time.
717-713-4322.
This is Mr. Bryant Manning. He is life coach, fitness coach. This man is just great. He's lost a lot of weight. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see we put the advertisement up. You can see the difference in his transformation. He has been great for me personally and some of our friends. Bryant, thank you for being here, man. We'll be right back with our last segment.
All right.
Hello, this is John Stephenson from the Vision for Change radio show on WYCD 1340 AM. You want to be a part of something great? Join me with John Stephenson Ministries and the Vision for Change radio show. You can be a partner of what we do. You can
wonderful show. Share this out. We want other folks to be a part of this.
That is JSM.
Bryant Manning, ladies and gentlemen.
.org is the website, or you email me at info@jsmonline.org. If you're interested in a corporate sponsorship, come on and contact me as well. All things are possible if you can just believe.
Well, before I let you go, I want to thank my wonderful guest today, Mr. Bryant Manning. Bryant, any final thoughts?
I do. Let's start focusing on weight loss. Let's focus on weight maintenance.
Like that.
Right? Don't matter if I lose the weight, if I gain it right back, right?
That's true.
Gotta keep it off.
We look to hit goals.
That's right.
And it's not nothing wrong with goals, but here we're trying to change into a better lifestyle.
Thank you.
Listen, we talked about loving yourself and loving your family. So don't think about just yourself here. Think about who's around you. Also, if you want to model a good lifestyle for your children, for your spouse, or whoever, just think about what you do with yourself, disciplining yourself, and it will cascade into the lives of the other people. Listen, we thank you so much. Go by the website, jsmonline.org. Listen, become a partner. What we can do, you can sow into the ministry. It'll be a harvest back unto you. And thank you for all those who have been sowing. We appreciate it. Listen, all things are possible. If you can just believe, we will see you next week. Love you. Hey, listen. Just kidding. Thank you all for tuning in. Bryant Manning, everybody. Bryant, any final thoughts you want to give the social media family?
Yeah, man. This is a grind. This ain't a one-day thing. We help each other through this grind together. So it's a communal thing. Lifestyle is about all of us. It's not just me doing it for myself and hopefully I do it and I don't know about you. We got to do it together.
Yes, and you do need a coach. We all need coaches. I've talked to coaches who have coaches, and so everybody needs a coach. You need somebody that can help you and keep you on track. So contact Bryant. He is a great coach, great mentor, and he can help you change your life. Love you all so very much. As I just stated, all things are possible if you can just believe. See you next week. Bye-bye.